Hey guys, it's Jeremy here at Metal Music Meltdown, back with another video. What we have for today, guys, is kind of a big video for the mid-year mark. I usually try to wait till the end of June to record this video, but I kind of had it fresh in my mind over the weekend, thinking about what bands might make my top 10 end of the year list, or at least so far, up to this point. And it was a pretty challenging task. There was a handful of albums that I pretty much gave 10 out of 10 scores on reviews that made up my top 5 or 6. And then the bottom part was very difficult to kind of narrow it down to 3 or 4 other albums. There's a ton of them duking it out at the bottom for those spots, and some albums are really pained me to leave off. I try not to think about it too much for the mid-year mark, just because it's just the mid-year, just so far kind of thing, kind of how I'm feeling mid-year in the year, what I'm listening to the most kind of thing. That's kind of how I decided what to put on the list. But I will give some audible mentions of some bands that are just kind of bubbling under, that are definitely contenders that might bump up into the list. And at the end of the video, I'll also mention some big albums that are coming out still for the rest of the year that are confirmed, that will probably have a pretty big impact on my list as well. Let's jump right in, guys. At number 10, I went with the sophomore album from the band Mistreater. It's called Do or Die. I didn't actually review this album on the channel, but this is a band I kind of get introduced to this year, and it really blew me away. Just a really, really good female-fronted heavy metal, traditional metal. All the songs are super catchy, really well written, great guitar riffs, great vocals. Been listening to this album pretty steadily. I still need to pick it up on CD, but I've been streaming it on YouTube almost weekly, like pretty often. So I made my list for now, up to this point. I'm not sure what will happen by the end of the year, but for now it's number 10. Number 9 is another big shocker, the Executionist. This is a band I reviewed last month, their debut album called Sacrament of the Sick. They're a band out of West Virginia, thrash metal band. This is, like I said, their debut, and it blew me away. I'm not sure what it is about this album, but I can't stop listening to it. It just really connected with me. It's kind of what I really like about thrash metal. The vocals, the guitar work, just enough dimensions and dynamics in this music to keep it interesting. They add a lot of melodies and time signature changes and tempo changes, things like that. Really love this album. I can't wait to get it on CD still. Number 8, I went with Phantom and their album Tyrants of Wrath. As soon as I heard this album, I was pretty sure it was going to make my top 10 list at the end of the year, or was a strong contender, and it's still there as of right now. It's their only second full length. Really like this band. This is another new band for me. They're a kind of a thrash speed metal band out of Mexico. They have a lot of blackened elements as well. Really dark sounding, evil sounding. Really enjoyed their sound. If you like bands like Hellripper, Midnight, things like that. That kind of black and speed metal sound, a little bit darker atmosphere. You'll really dig this album. Cool artwork on this one as well. And number 7, I went with Warbringer, Wrath of Ruin. Wrath and Ruin. This will probably be higher on a lot of people's list. It's a really killer album. Might even be their best album to date. I love Warbringer. Was super pumped for their album. But yeah, just the other stuff ahead of it, I've just been listening to a little bit more overall. But who knows, by the end of the year, Warbringer might bump its way up or down. So it's hard to say, but for right now, it's a killer album, had to make my list. And another thrash metal album here at number 6 with Hazard, The Third Dimension. Canadian boys out of, I think they're out of Calgary. Yeah, Calgary, Alberta. Again, third album. Love these guys. Love their first 2 albums. Was super pumped for this when it came out. This dropped in the beginning of the year in mid-January, and I've been spinning it pretty much every week. I got it on CD as well. Just a really, really good band. Really catchy stuff. Kind of really remind me of Havoc a lot. That kind of really kind of Bay Area sound, but I'll put their own spin on it. Similar vocals as well, but definitely not a copycat of Havoc. They have their own sound for sure. And I just love this album. It's even ahead of Warbringer, which kind of surprised me. But love this album, love this band. Well deserving to be on the list. And my top five here, number five, another new band for me this year. This is their fourth full length called Night Stalker. The band's called Teaser Sweet. It's a band out of Sweden. They're kind of a blend of hard rock, heavy metal, female fronted again as well. I can't stop listening to this album. I'm shocked almost in a way that it beat out bands like Hazard, Warbringer. Like, it kind of really surprised me, but this album is just fun to listen to. Hard rockin', more of a hard rock album with some a little bit heavier guitar riffs in it. Really, really pristine, like female vocals, really good stuff as well. Just a really fun rockin' album. It's just good fun rock and roll, heavy hard rock. Really fun album to listen to. I can't stop listening to it. I get the urge to listen to it every other day, and I've been playing it quite a bit. Can't get enough of its album. It's killer. Can't wait to pick up more of their earlier stuff as well. Number four is my favorite death metal album so far this year is Vomitizer, with their debut Release the Rats. Another debut album. A lot of new albums on my list. A lot of newer bands. And this album kicked my ass. Love everything about this album. I don't listen to as much death metal as I do thrash and heavy traditional heavy metal. That's why you see more thrash and kind of more regular metal on my list usually. But this album is just a beast. I've been listening to it steadily. Can't wait to get a copy of this as well. But it's just got so many good tracks. Every song just killer. That old school raw 90s death metal. If you haven't heard this album, guys, please check these guys out. Killer band. At number three, I went with New York's traditional heavy metal band Tower. And this is their third full length. It's called Let There Be Dark. Love this album. Female fronted again. This is the third album in the top 10 with female vocalist. And this album is just a really, really good traditional heavy metal album. My favorite album from there so far in the three, I think is their best work so far. It's just got some killer songs like Holy Water, Under the Chapel, the title track, Ironclad, and The Hammer. Like, just top to bottom, just a perfect album. Everything I want from a traditional heavy metal album. Really catchy, rememberable songs. Great guitar solos, great guitar riffs. Her voice is still so powerful, and the timbre and her voice is just so amazing. I love it. Can't stop listening to this album as well. A beast of a record. Number two, I have kind of an odd one in the mix. I have Pagan Alter with their 6th studio album entitled Never Quite Dead. If you saw my review of this album, it is an odd album in their history. They released a demo back in like 82, but they didn't get an official full release until 1998, so the band got lost kind of obscurity for many years. They're originally part of the traditional, new wave of traditional British heavy metal, I should say. And they have elements of doom and other traditional elements of metal as well. And just killer band. They put out a bunch of albums in the mid-2000s, like 2004, 5, and 6. And then they had another gap, 2017, which was my introduction to the band. The new album is just amazing. Killer artwork. The song Saints and Sinners might be the catchiest song of 2025. Once you hear that song, it's just an earworm and gets stuck in your head. But the other songs are just so great. The new vocalist is killing it. Guitar work. Originally, the rest in peace, the original vocalist unfortunately passed after the previous album. But they got a new vocalist for the new album, but he's doing a really good job. And this album, I loved it right away, connected with it right away, and I've been spinning it pretty much nonstop. And number one might be the biggest shock, but every time I listen to this album, it just blows my mind. It's the latest from Havocu. They're a pagan, kind of folk black metal band out of Finland. This is their fourth full length called Tavisland. All the lyrics are in Finnish, but this album is just a masterpiece. Every time I listen to it, when I first heard it, I'm like, okay, this is good, but maybe after a while, it'll lose its appeal and kind of drop down the list. Nope, it's still number one. When I did the review for the album, dropped in February. I mentioned in February it was my #1 album of the year so far, and it's still a #1. It's just so good. The lyrics, not the lyrics, sorry, the vocals, the atmosphere. They use a lot of like piano and keyboards and synths to really swell the music. Orchestration, the songwriting is top notch. It's just a perfect album. And I'm not even a big black metal guy, which really surprises me. But this isn't the traditional black metal where it's just a wall of noise. There's something in this band for everybody. If you're a thrash head, heavy metal, black metal, pagan, folk metal, there's something in this album for everybody, and it's just so well written. The composition is just masterful. Definitely more of a headphones album. And yeah, it still blows me away every time I listen to it. And right now it's my #1. Some quick audible mentions of albums that really pained me to leave off my list. The new Sacrifice album got bumped. That wasn't my top 10. I put the Executionist on there instead, which I'm still kind of debating about. I do listen to Sacrifice a lot, but that new Executionist album I can't stop listening to, so I give it a spot in the top 10 for now. So Sacrifice barely did make the list. Fatal Embrace was another one that was just bubbling under. That's a killer album. The new Chemicide pained me to leave off. I love the new Chemicide. What else? The Exodus, EXITUS, band out of Czech, thrash metal band. Another one I really love that album. Another one that really pained me to leave off. The new Elevati, I love that album. It's another great one. There's just been so many great albums. New Dream Theater, the new Pentagram. There's been like the new Bronco, the debut Bronco album's really killer doom metal. Just so many classic albums I had to leave off the list, unfortunately. There's a bunch of other thrash ones as well that I'm not just thinking of right now, but yeah, just some really top-notch albums that I couldn't make the list. And for upcoming albums for the next year, what I'm really looking forward to, at the end of the month, there's a monster album, the new Sodom. I'm pretty sure that's going to kind of punch in my list. That's going to have a big effect for sure. That'll definitely shake things loose a little bit. And then there's also a new Megadeth album rumored to come out. I found out just a couple days ago, sometime in the fall. Megadeth's kind of hit and miss, but I'm still interested always to see what their new album is like. So that's a big one. The new Orbit Culture could really shake things up. I love Orbit Culture. They have a new album coming out, I believe, in September, October, sometime like that. And what else? Oh, and there's the new Catatonia was a really good album actually too that did make my list. And there's a new Amorphous album coming out, which I love Amorphous. Super pumped for a new album coming out. I was super happy to hear that as well. So that could really shake things up as well. That could do some damage. Really looking forward to the Amorphous. So we got Amorphous, Sodom, Orbit Culture, Megadeth. I feel like there's another one I'm missing, but those are the main ones that are coming out that I can think of right now. So that's my list, guys, for now. 2025 top 10. Let me know down below what your picks would be. Really pained me to leave off so many great albums that came out this year, but it is what it is. I just kind of put on what I've been listening to the most. I try not to think about it too much, because at the end of the year I just drive myself crazy trying to put together the top 10. But this is it for now, and thanks for watching, guys. Again, in the comments, give me your top 10 of 2025 so far, and keep it metal.